Warning: the following podcast contains violent scenes that may be unsettling to some listeners. Listener discretion is advised.
The sun hangs heavy over the Valley of the Setting Sun. The Valley of the Setting Sun is a Scion 2nd edition game set in Phoenix, Arizona, and starring Craig as Sir Nicholas, Slavek as Jesse, and Mitch as Gary. Join our heroes as they adjust to their new powers and navigate the tangled roots of the Scion community. Will our heroes be able to achieve their destinies, or will their bones be left to dry under the desert sun? You can reach out to us on Twitter at twin_cities_VTM or on Facebook at Twin Cities by Night, where you can find a link to our Discord. Welcome, listeners, to the first session of Scion, the Valley of the Setting Sun. So we are going to start off with our characters, sort of we're going to talk about what they've done since their visitation. It is currently the end of September, like the last week of September, and our characters have had like a couple of weeks to sort of adjust to the revelation that they're demigods, essentially. So let's start off with Gary.
Hey.
So yeah, when you were revealed to be Heimdall's son, would you like parade that to everyone else? Because being a Scion is something you can hide, but it's kind of hard to, because you get into like supernatural Avengers a lot. So how open are you with your Scion status?
I mean, he'll use it as a pickup line, but he's not going to be like super open about it. Aside from that,
so now just be, hey baby, you know what? I'm demigod. Oh, hey. God.
You want to make some quarter god babies?
Note to self, have someone who actually wants that. Just stalk you. We could totally do that. Actually, if you choose that for your fate binding, you would totally have someone who stalks you and wants your babies. Oh,
that would be funny. That would be funny.
All right, so yeah, that's what Gary's doing. How about you, Jesse?
Well, Jesse will be like, if anyone gets up in his business, he'll be like, oh yeah, and then he'll just like sort of show him like a bow made out of pure ice that's radiating pure cold, which I just assume in the area is just going to be like, in the greater Phoenix, it's just like, oh, okay, let's just not mess with this person ever.
Yeah.
So he's not going to explicitly say it, but he's just going to like, you want to try me? Huh?
So did Jesse's air conditioning bills decrease significantly?
Oh yeah, like he's super happy because oh my god, the dude was super broke before, and I mean he's still broke, but at least every little bit helps. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you could be like, want air conditioning? Just drop my service for like 2 hours. I'll keep your house cool.
Exactly. Yeah. Unfortunately, of course, he knows that it's not just toy, and his parents sure like if he picks that bow up, someone's gonna die.
All right. So yeah, Sir Nicholas, what do you do? How do you present yourself?
Well, it's probably hard to keep it much of a secret when his mother's domain is pretty much in the center of downtown, the big fountain in Tempe Town Square, or Tempe Lake. There's a bunch of college kids always walking around, and then all of a sudden Nicholas appears walking around in jeans, t-shirt, and a giant sword at his hip. So that's probably something a bit difficult to keep under wraps. So he's been trying to take advantage of his local celebrity status by inviting a bunch of college kids to throw ragers at his castle.
Oh, God. All right. Actually, yeah, that's very good. So now we're going to segue from that. Yeah, there's a party going on right now in your castle.
Oh, yeah. So Nicholas is probably just chilling in this really cheap looking couch, which is he has a castle, but he's been furnishing it with things that a young person might think to buy, like a really cheap futon and a couple ping pong tables that have been converted for beer pong, and he has this god awful posters completely clashing with the decor of all the rock and roll bands he likes. He's just so super pumped that he no longer has to live in his parents' basement, and he's just trying to take advantage of the situation to meet friends. And he he's probably not subtle enough to try to keep this under wraps very often. So, and plus walking around with a sword all the time draws quite a bit of attention.
All right, yeah. So yeah, you've become like sort of the latest hotspot for like all the college kids because you're right next to the place, and you're like quick Uber drive away. And
just to clarify, this is at Tovera Castle in the area.
Tovrea, I think that's how I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It's an actual historical landmark in Phoenix. It's basically it's on this dirt hill. It's like a block wide. I don't know how big it is exactly. So it's just basically just desert and rocks. And up the top of the hill, there's like this small 3-story wooden stucco castle.
Yeah, and he's probably constantly at odds with Sir Gregor, who is his Castellan, about all these random people just showing up, and they're really bad at hospitality and respecting the property sometimes, which probably infuriates him.
So yeah, he and the other knights patrol the make sure that there's the bouncers essentially in your party castle. And there are a few times when they look like they might get a little bit too rough, but they always restrain themselves from getting actually thrown around swords.
Yeah, I test a sweet Sir Concord in making sure that people get home safely if they don't have rides.
All right, yeah. So yeah, there's a party going on in your party castle, and things are going good. The knights, young people are having fun. Then you notice that all of a sudden there's like a fight breaking out. Now you've seen a couple of fights happen here and there. Usually it's just like 1 or 2 people getting too drunk and going at it. But this one looks different.
I get up from my futon and go check who it is.
So yeah, you walk up and you notice it's not just one. It's not that it's like 1 or 2 people. It's like this whole group of people that's sort of like thrashing around.
Are they college kids, or do I recognize them?
Yes. They're like college kids. Couple of maybe 1 or 2 people older, like trying to get in with the young crowd or whatever. You might see 1 or 2 look a bit younger, but yeah. So and it's there's it's almost like this. Like a small cluster of being like surrounded by the other partygoers, so like sort of run away from it. So like there's just this little cluster of people that's sort of like thrashing and butting each other, hitting each other. It's a mess.
In his still kind of meek voice, Nicholas comes up and say, "Hey guys, settle down. Hey, let's just tap another keg. What's going on here?"
No one really says anything, and they just one of the people on the edge of the cluster sort of like see you, and they just sort of start swinging at you.
Hey, no, you really don't want to do this. This is I was nice enough to let you guys in here.
And he doesn't listen. He just he swings at you. Do you defend yourself? What do you do?
So I'm gonna take a step back and like draw my sword and hold it up in the air and say, behold the power of God, and tremble. What was it? Ah, crap, Mom, what was the thing? Tremble before the power of God, Nicholas shouts and tries to invoke his fear passion.
All right, so I think you can just roll that. Let's see. Give me a charisma, and I want to say either leadership or occult to see how well you do that.
Is that presence?
Presence, yes. Sorry.
Presence and leadership, then. Give me a second.
Still got the darkness rule set in my head.
All right. What is the difficulty on this?
I'll say difficulty 7, just as default. I'll let you know if it's otherwise.
That'd be 4.
And I'll say you get a +1 enhancement just from using your sword.
Okay. Does that add to the dice roll, or does that just add 1 more success?
I believe it adds 1 more success.
All right. So then that's 5 successes.
All right, that's enough. Basically, the mob just sort of like breaks off and just sort of they scatter around. They're still a bit frenzied, but they're more like cowering animals right now, rather than enraged. And as it breaks up, you see there's one person lying on the floor. It looks pretty bad. You can't really tell if he's breathing or not.
I approach and try to investigate what's going on with this person.
So you get down, and they are really messed up. Like, their hands look all bloody and messy. Their face is just a big mass of bruises. You can't really tell who it is. You think you still see a bit of breathing a little bit.
I call Sir Concord, sweet Sir Concord, over to help me to bring this person up and charge the rest to kind of like get people out, and we're gonna we're gonna bring this guy or girl to the van and try to get her to the hospital.
All right, so you're taking the wounded person. What about the other people in the fight? Do you just leaving them there, or what do you do?
Everyone else seems like not like completely injured.
Well, there's like some other injuries, bloody fists, bloody lips, maybe a missing tooth here and there. But yeah,
superficial.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, just kind of like have my retinue kind of usher them off and try to get them to leave.
All right. So yeah, as you pick up the fallen person, you notice like a little vial falls out of their pockets.
Is it like a colored liquid?
Yeah, it's some kind of colored liquid.
I'll just pick it up and like pocket it away and just like check it out later.
All right. So yeah, you and Sir Concord take the person to like the nearest hospital, and so yeah, you check them in. They're pretty beaten up. They say definitely has a concussion, a couple of broken bones, but they doesn't look like they're gonna die just yet. But they're definitely gonna be out of it for a day or two.
Did this person have any identification on them?
Yeah, you look through. Yeah, the ID said someone named Roger DeLewis. All right, so yeah, Roger gets packed up and caught up, and he looks the ID picture. He looks maybe a bit older, closer to 30. He looks a bit scummy just from the picture.
Yeah, but he was this injured under my care at my party, so I feel obligated as his host now to take care of him and make sure he's all right before.
All right, so yeah, what's going through your head as you were throwing parties and everything's going, then this happened underneath your permission?
Well, first off, that's not how you do hospitality. On the end of the guest, Sir Nicholas thought he was doing a very good job as a host, providing a spot and various items to indulge on for his guests. But that's not how you reciprocate by starting some fisticuffs in his hall. So he's kind of upset about that, and maybe thinks maybe Sir Gregor might have been right about who he lets in. They might need to be vetted a little bit more closely. But yeah, he's just kind of thinking maybe this thing can't continue to go on as it has in the past, or he needs to set up some rules, make sure there's some law and order in there.
All right, so yeah, do you give the vial to the hospital people, or do you keep it to yourself?
Well, he's probably sitting in the waiting room just waiting to hear word from it, and his hand absentmindedly goes to the pocket and then just starts looking at it. And then he'll walk up to the front desk and he's like, I'm not sure what's going on with Roger, the guy I brought in, but this was on him earlier. Do you know what it is?
So yeah, the nurse takes it and sees there's several things it could be, but I can't tell you just by looking at it. I might have to get this to police. Do you want me to call them and see the investigation going?
I mean, I don't want to get them in trouble, but I'm sure there's some sort of HIPAA laws you have to follow because I don't want to incriminate them. But if there's some sort of strange intoxicant on him, Nicholas is thinking that you should probably send it to the lab. So he'll suggest to the nurse that they take a sample to the lab and see if it matches anything in the bloodstream.
All right, thank you for this, sir. Can we help you with anything else? She takes a bit of a nervous glance to your sword.
I don't know. Does this person have any next of kin?
Yes, sir. I believe it said his next of kin was his sister.
Oh, has she been contacted?
Well, we've been calling her, but we haven't gotten any response yet.
I see. I'll remain here until the sister can come to take care of him.
All right, so yeah, if you decide to wait, then you're going to be waiting a while because the night goes on and no one comes, and I suppose I don't know if they let you stay overnight.
I'm in the waiting area, so
okay, yeah. So the day the sun starts rising over the horizon, and it's 8ish or something before someone finally comes in. And you see his sister. She looks like she's early 30s. She's got dark, dirty blonde hair. She looks concerned that her brother's in the hospital.
Oh, do I recognize her or how?
No, she doesn't look like anyone you've seen, and she doesn't give you off the impression of something supernatural. So you do know like some are better at hiding the supernatural aspects than others.
So I probably like hear ask about Roger at the counter.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll stand and kind of shake off some of the sleep out of my eyes and approach her. Oh, my lady, I regret to inform you that Roger was injured, but he's been under the best of care the hospital could provide. I assure you this.
Well, what happened?
And Nicholas lowers his head and says, I regret he was in a fight while under my hospitality. And I'll take a knee and say, if there's anything I could do to repay this, please let me know.
So yeah, she looks a bit nervous for a second as you dip down and kneel before her. She's like, no, it's fine. It's fine. I don't need...
I didn't mean to. And Nicholas will kind of stand up and look embarrassed.
What happened?
And Nicholas will explain that there was a fight and guy got... he noticed that he was kind of beaten down, so he rushed him
give me a cunning and empathy to see if you can pick up on a reaction.
What's the difficulty?
7 again.
All right, that's 2 successes.
How many?
2, unless spotting bullshit is part of it.
Yes, actually it is. Okay,
so then that'd be another one, so 3.
All right, so yeah, with 3, you get enough to know that when you described how he got in a fight and there was the whole mess happened, a bit of nervousness crosses her face before it disappears, and it's replaced by concern. Oh, she says, is he all right? Any permanent damage to him?
I assure you, he should be okay. The doctors are taking very good care of him, and I'll take her hand a little bit, and I want to use lover's intuition.
Okay, what are you looking for? What question are you using?
I'm going to go with who would this character like to be romantically involved with?
Okay. So, yeah, you get the image of I don't know how much information you get out of this exactly. So, you get the image of this man. He looks, about the same age as her, short brown hair, got a cleft chin. It looks somewhat muscular.
Nicholas smiles and says, I'm sure the doctors will take care of him well. And with your leave, Nicholas starts to walk out.
Thank you for all your help. And I can see that she runs off towards her brother's room.
All right. So not the one.
Oh, you're going to keep doing that. Oh, God. Okay, so do you let the others know about this incident, or do you just sort of mosey on back in shame?
Actually, Nicholas thinks that he'll give Gary a call.
All right. Gary, the phone rings.
My eye collar rings.
Your eye yalla horn.
Yellow.
Hey, Gary. So, yeah, I'm calling you because you're always the easiest to get a hold of for whatever reason. But, yeah, you would never believe it. I found another one of kind of like us. Yeah, she's this woman, and, well, her brother got in a fight, which... But, yeah, it was this woman, and she had this, weird kind of feeling about her, and her brother got in a fight, and the brother dropped this weird liquid, and I gave it to the people at the hospital. I'm sorry, is this a bad time?
No, you're fine.
Oh, okay. Well, and then Nicholas, obviously hearing something, kind of trails off and starts explaining the rest of the story of how this weird brawl happened at his party.
All right, I forgot to mention, you do, Craig, the liquid inside was a purplish color, just let you know that. Right, and so Gary, when you hear that, you, something in the back of your head, tings. You remember, something about this.
Yeah.
Give me an intellect and, I'll say occult, or medicine, whichever.
Occult.
Whichever is higher.
So that's 1 success off of 3 dice.
Okay, so yeah, with 1 success, you definitely something. There was something in your the late news stories about a purple liquid, but you don't really know if it was strawberry filling, donut fillings, or some. You don't really know what it was in context of.
Huh. Tell you what, Nick, I'll be there in about. Give me 45 minutes.
Yeah, sure. You know where the castle is, right?
Yeah, I'll find it.
Cool.
You would not believe the GPS on this phone.
Okay. Bye?
Yeah. I'll see. Ooh, Oh, yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Right there. Yeah. Click.
Okay, I'm curious. What's going on with Gary?
Oh, obviously he's picked someone up.
Okay. Just want to make that clear for our listeners. Okay, so Gary wraps up his business. But
After unwrapping his business.
all right. So yeah, Gary gets his whatever is doing done, and he heads out. Do you just go straight to the castle, or do you do anything else?
No, he's going to stop for snacks and some Gatorade on the way there.
Okay. For best thing to do, first thing in the morning, snacks and Gatorade.
Yes. Also a quick shower.
All right. So yeah, Gary, you make your way to the castle. You see as you walk up, it's right. Just the streets are regular, and then as you get up there, it's just a big empty plot of land that's just on a hill, and you see a dirt road going up to the top of the hill where the castle is. And as you drive up there, you see there's bits of trash left here and there. Obviously, the knights make an effort to keep it clean, but the sheer amount of people who come and go from that place, there's a bit of a mess.
Gary will pull up as close to the castle as he can. He'll get out of the car. Be like, all right.
Oh, by the way, so do you you have 9 berserker bodyguards? Do you have are they any of them with you at any moment, or do you just they just follow you hidden?
They just keep an eye on me from behind the scenes. They follow me.
All right, so you don't have a driver or something. No one is there with you right now.
No, he'll drive himself up.
All right, so
he doesn't want to appear too ostentatious.
All right, so yeah, you get up there and you meet up with Sir Nicholas.
How's it going, Nick?
Oh, pretty well, as you can see. I'm trying to be a good host. I really am, but no one ever brings beer, and no one ever picks up. It's starting to get to me. But great. How are you, Gary?
Here, and Gary will hand him a tube of Pringles.
Oh,
have some
right
chips.
on. Yeah, Nick will try to fit his hand in there, but it's never quite easy to get in there. So he ends up crushing He ends up crushing him because he doesn't think to turn it on inside.
That's okay. You can drink them straight from the tube. It's all good.
Oh, righteous.
So yeah, you need some help cleaning up? Because I got guys.
Oh, yeah. You got guys? I got some guys, but okay. My guys are kind of working on it, but they have their own details too.
So I'll dial up my bodyguards, or I'll text my bodyguards and be like, "Hey guys, grab some brooms and a mop."
You hear of who would you be the one you talk with the most? What's the bodyguard you talk with the most? Just give me a little bit of details about him.
He's probably one of the wolf variety. I think there were 3 varieties.
Yeah, bear, wolf, and I believe boar.
Yes, he's probably one of the wolves, the favored bodyguard. If I'm going out clubbing, or if I'm going into something dangerous, I might preemptively have him with me.
Got it.
With the rest of them sort of chilling.
So what's his name?
Yeah, we'll call him Gus.
Gus, okay. So Gus picks up, yeah?
Hey, Gus, I need a hand. Can you get the guys together with some brooms, maybe a mop? No, it's not at my place.
Trash bags.
Oh, and some trash bags?
At the castle?
Yes.
Great.
There might be some stragglers from the party that need a good thrashing as well.
Oh, thank you, sir. That sounds definitely. We'll definitely come over there right away. Always ready to show up those arrogant, stuck-up pricks.
Yeah, I thought you might like that part.
All right, so yeah, Jesse? Where are you on all this?
I assume Jesse at first, he was thinking, "This is awesome. This finally happened." But also, as all Acer have, he's reliving the future that he saw, which was him overusing Frostbit, which is the bow he got from Scotty, his mother. And in this future, it's a sort of frost bow, if you haven't seen his character creation session, that the more you shoot it, the colder the environment gets. And he sort of, his vision is that he overuses it so much, his hand actually falls off. And so right now he's been practicing with a normal bow, being too scared to pick up Frostbit itself, of course, as it has quite a hefty price to being wielded. In addition to that, it does have to find its mark anytime he picks it up.
All right. So yeah, do you make it a point to hang out with Gary and Nicholas? Or do you just sort of do your own thing and then they call you, or whatever you want?
I just assume that fate will bring us together whenever he needs to, but he likes Nicholas, like they knew each other from before. So, he's always ready to, he's always, he's happy Nick has his party castle, and unlike other people, he actually brings beer.
Nice. All right, so yeah, I'll say that. Yeah, you wake up in your little wherever the hell you live.
I assume it's a small garage because, like, most of his money comes from doing small repairs to bikes and such.
All right, so yeah, you get up and you just sort of like you get the urge. You see, like the shadows on the wall. Look, they look a bit castle-ish for a second, and then you just sort of get you see the several signs that say maybe you should go out to the castle.
Totally, I'll bring some beer.
All right, so yeah, I'll say that. You make your way over there, and after Jesse gets there after Gary has arrived. So yeah, all three of you are sort of in the I'll say in like a room in the castle when so Nicholas's phone rings.
Hello.
Hello, yes, Nicholas. This is the hospital. We wanted to call you because well, the policy is that whenever encountering something supernatural, to let the nearest Scion involved know.
Oh, I put it on speakerphone. Well, am I mistaken? But wasn't the sister something?
Well, no, it's nothing to do with people involved. It's the vial you gave us.
Oh,
it's the latest supernatural drug, I guess. It's called D. Normally, it's diluted into beer or whatever liquid you want, and it's supposed to give you hallucinations, sort of like LSD. But the vial you gave us, it's not diluted; it's much more concentrated.
I put the receiver on mute for a second, and I turned to the other guys there. I'm like, "Do either of you know anything about this?"
All right, with the name actually you mentioned, Gary, you give me another intellect plus occult or medicine roll plus one enhancement.
2 successes.
All right. So with that enough, you when she mentions D, that D in the normal form when it's diluted in liquid and stuff, it's a hallucinogen. But when it's much more potent, it's used for more like a combat drug, almost to just give whoever it takes it into a berserker rage. And especially when it gets more potent like that, it can actually be spread through skin contact to other people.
Yeah, I know a bit about the D. I mean, the drug, specifically.
Okay, Sir Nicholas's eyebrow goes back to its default setting. He unmutes it. Unmutes it. Yes, I have a group of, fellow Scions here with me right now. We're quite familiar with it, actually. He lies.
All right, yeah, I just had to report it because, when dealing with a Class 3 supernatural, we have to report it to the nearest Scion involved.
Class 3?
The various classes, Class 1 is just minor diluted supernatural thing, usually referred to police. Class 2, similarly. Class 3 and above has to be reported to the nearest Scion.
Out of character, have we dealt with the Class 3?
No, not really. You were really... You've heard about mentions stuff like that and just pop culture and stuff, so you know that there are certain rules and stuff that normal people have for dealing with supernatural, and that up to a certain level no person can handle it. But above that, it's the policy just hand it over to the next Scion. It's the safest for you.
This is just like that incident with the Sampo.
The what, sir?
Oh, never mind. We'll be right over.
Thank you, sir. We'll have it waiting for you.
Okay. And Sir Nicholas will hang up. Well, combat drug. Would you happen to know anything? Have you ever seen anything like this, Jesse? I know Gary's heard some street stuff.
I may hang out on the streets from time to time, but I don't do no drugs. Jesse, he just shows his bicep. This is all natural.
Right. I wasn't insinuating that you took it, but maybe you...
Oh, no. I completely understand. And storyteller, would Jesse know something about this?
Yeah.
Maybe you fought someone who used it to try to stand a chance against them.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'll say that, if you can give me a cunning and survival, and if any of your paths apply to this.
Well, My paths are my callings are warrior, guarding, hunter. Yeah, I don't think so. Cunning and survival, you say?
Yes.
All right, that's still pretty decent for me.
Or if you want to make a medicine, you could always also use your guide for advice.
That's true. So I got one success.
All right. With one success, you know that all you really much know about it is that it's not like it's pretty hardcore. That's pretty much all you know. Is that it's not just something you can go out and like mix together in your basement or whatever. It's something that takes organization to make.
Look, I work with bikers, okay, Nick, and those guys are some hard ass motherfuckers. But like the thing you're talking about, like even the bikers are scared of it. So it's like some hardcore shit. It's like when mortals want to fight with like us, right? That's the thing they take.
Yeah. So this Roger guy, he's at my party, and he had it on him, but there's a bunch of goons that are trying to start some stuff, and I had to like whip out my sword to kind of like get him to calm down.
Did it work?
You whipped it out in a party?
Yeah, but it was my party, so it's okay.
Why wasn't I invited?
Did you check your Google Calendar?
What the fuck's a Google Calendar?
Probably not.
No, we set up these calendars so we can all get together and have a good time, and it doesn't work if no one checks them.
And with that, the fourth wall is slowly shattered.
Yeah, I'll be posting this on Twitter later.
All right. So, do all three of you decide to go to the hospital, or what are you going to do next?
Seems like a plausible thing to do.
All right. So, yeah, the three of you head off towards the hospital, and you get there and you find that you check in, they hand you over the vial, like, biohazard bag with like a couple of, magical symbols written on it.
Nick's thinking since he touched the vial earlier, he should probably wash his hands.
All right. So, yeah, you basically clean yourself up, and then, like, sir, I regret to inform you that, the man you brought in last night, Roger, I'm afraid he passed away earlier. We must have just missed it. There was something up with his brain hemorrhage we might have missed.
Nick feels really bad about this.
I've been instructed to. We were trying to call his sister. She left about a couple hours ago. We haven't been able to get in contact with her.
So she doesn't even know?
No, I'm afraid not. She came in here, saw him. He was still unconscious. Then she left, and about 2 hours later, he passed away.
Yeah, like Nick's just like kind of withdrawn into himself, thinking that like this might be his fault because he could have possibly done something to help save the guy, or he thought bringing him to the hospital was the right thing, but he just thought it was some like street drug and didn't have any inclination at all that it was like something supernatural. And since like it happened under his watch, he's like super upset about it.
All right. So, yeah, what do you guys decide to do? So, you have the vial. What do you do now?
Gormungandra, what do you think? He sort of starts his sort of gnarly voice that he talks with, and a sort of snake appears from Jesse's leather jacket, like there at his throat and like, near him.
What do you wish?
Tell me more about this.
And you see the snake sort of like crawls down your arm towards the bag. Do you, Nicholas? Do you like hold out to the snake, or what do you? Let the snake crawl on you? What do you do?
So Nick's seen this snake before, right?
I'd say yeah. It's been like a couple of weeks. You've probably seen it at least a couple of times before.
Nick kind of just like holds it out at like arm's length, just so like the snake can get at it, but he just doesn't want it to like crawl all over him.
Yeah. Jesse will probably like take it from his hand, and like he understands that Nicholas might not be entirely comfortable around him.
Yeah.
So
considering it came out of nowhere.
All right. So yeah, the snake sort of inspects the bag. What do you wish for me to do with this?
Could you perhaps tell me where it came from?
So you see like the snake sort of like the tongue bobs out in and out a couple times. And I think you have to roll this. I'm not sure. Mm-hmm. I think
it makes sense. It makes sense.
I would say this would be an intellect and medicine or occult, whichever is higher. I would say medicine probably.
Would this be my actual role or like the role of the snake? Because I know we didn't actually like.
I believe it would be with the snake. So yeah.
I'm not sure how this works.
So basically,
entirely.
with a guide slash with animals, it's how it works is that they have a 12 for their primary, I believe 9 for their secondary, and like 5 for whatever they're bad at. So I would say roll 9 dice for this because it knows things, but it's not like a genius snake. It's
no, that's respectable. It's 4 successes.
All right, so yeah, with 4 successes, the snake sort of turns back to you. It's like, yes, it's local. It's from underground. Fresh. 2-3 days old. Not many humans on it. Small number. 3, maybe?
He will take sort of Gormungandr, like put its forehead to his, and then return it back. And then he'll turn to Nicholas and Gary and say, was made recently. 2-3 days at most, I'd say. Gormungandr told me. Not many people use it. All I know.
But what are we supposed to do with it? I mean, this is obviously dangerous, but...
It's dangerous, but, Nick, we should keep this until we find who's responsible. Once we find who's responsible, we can get rid of it. Getting rid of it is easy. We throw it into fire, whatever, pour it out somewhere. Not important. But as long as someone out there is making it, we have to keep this because we can check other substances if they're the same. Gormungandr will know. I can tell you that.
Nicholas sort of nods a bit. And how do we find where it came out? And he looks at Gary.
I mean, that's a good question.
The dead man, he had a place of residency and it listed on his ID.
Yeah, we could check his house. Go from there.
So if it's underground, it might be as simple as his basement.
Yeah. Or he might have a wine cellar. Or he might have, a secret chamber of horrors. All of which would be fun.
Nick, I wish it were so simple. But let's be honest, whenever we're involved, it's never so simple. Except when it was that cattle thing. That was really enjoyable because, oh my God, perfect.
Yeah, we did get paid to barbecue.
Right? When has that ever happened to us? Never.
Well, I mean, that one time.
There was that one time.
There was that one time. That one time. Oh my.
All right, so what are you guys going to do next?
Am I remembering that correctly that one of you had some sort of power that lets you find people?
I'm certain both of us actually have that power.
Sort of?
But I'm pretty sure I also gave it away. I have the journey preview, which sort of makes sure I'm never lost, but it also isn't really the thing we're looking for.
You could ask for the address of the dead man.
Yeah, they did kind of have his ID.
That sounds so unheroic, though.
But what if we asked in a heroic fashion?
Humble beginnings. Come on.
I respect that. When the gods bless you, you must bless others.
So I take it you're going to ask for the address?
Yeah, we'll very heroically ask the nurse at the reception area for the address of the dead man, Roger DeLewis.
Oh, hello again, folks. I'd like to tell you about the Facebook group we run called White Wolf and Onyx Path RPGs, Gameplay and Media. Have you ever wished you could have an easy way to find gameplay videos and podcasts, or just media in general that deals with your favorite White Wolf role-playing games? Or have you ever wished you could find a forum to share gameplay that you have recorded? One that won't be drowned out by random posts and discussions, so that your media could get the attention you deserve. The group is specifically run with the sole intent of it being a one-stop shop for people to view or share media involving the games we all love. We take thorough steps to ensure the page does not become cluttered and is easy to traverse. The group is already immense and continuing to rapidly grow, with new media being shared every day. stop on by. We hope to see you there.